Good evening and welcome to RetroWings Restorations. And tonight we're going to be working on something what for those of the mechanically minded is a bit of a perennial problem. Where is the 10mm? Well, we've got a solution to that and we have it in this emergency break glass box to be found here. So what we're going to be doing is installing an amazingly useful emergency 10mm socket and spanner station in my workshop, right above the signage and in between the Nürburgring and Knock Hill. Round about there. So what we've got is a fairly basic break glass key box from Amazon, around about £14. Some of the fantastic foam, which I will link in the description, which I've already used for my toolbox to put my tools in. If you're lucky, I might even get a picture of that for you. Some fairly basic, I think they're Draper branded, not sponsored, 10mm sockets and 3/8 drive, short and extended, and two 10mm Silverline combination spanners, as well as the obvious signage. And we're going to use a decent Swan Morton scalpel and new blade for this, and be super careful with that. So the first thing we need to do is cut this little thing to size to fit in the box. Now when I first put that in, you'll notice they are very similar depths, such that the actual box would not close due to the mechanism fouling the foam. So, in true Blue Peter style, here is one I've made earlier. Now I have trimmed one layer of foam from this, and I've made the cutouts for the tools. So it's going to be, I say nice and easy, but I'm working one-handed here. Relatively easy. Place the foam in. Now because this will be mounted vertically, this will be adhesive bit in the back of this. And now we can place in our emergency rations, which is why we're doing this. And this is only going to be made funnier by making the 10mm show. We'll put our spanners in. Now this idea, the seed for this, was planted by my fantastic cousin Mark Mitchell, who now stays out in Australia, in the land of many poisonous and bitey things, who linked me in a Facebook post with something similar, but I thought, hey, it's only going to be authentic if we do it ourselves. So now, this is going to be mounted on the wall, and I'm not going to be able to record that, because I do not have 6 hands. And then we have a break glass, obviously with the key as well, should it not be a total emergency. Emergency 10mm socket and spanner supply, because everybody knows at some point every socket set is missing a 10mm. Now the next step is to get this on the wall, and I'll give you a little presentation once it has been mounted. And there we go. One emergency 10mm socket and spanner box, essential for every man or woman cave in the kingdom. So I'd like to say thanks to Mark for the funny Facebook post and inspiration for making this. Hope you liked it, and stay tuned for more wacky stuff to come out of Kev's Garage Doom. RetroWings Restorations, check it out. Good night.